Hello learners! Welcome to our National Achievement Test review. For today's review, we will delve deeper on reading and writing skills. The teacher instructed the students to write an essay about their summer escapades. In this case, what type of pattern in paragraph development is present? A. Narration, B. Description, C. Process, or D. Cause and effect. What do you think is the correct answer? That's right. The correct answer for number one is narration. Now, narration is the story written to explain what, when, and who. It reveals what a reader should learn. Now, narration paragraphs use the past form of the verb and usually written in chronological order. Now, in writing a summer escapades, we can say that you will consider writing it in chronological order and you will use past tense of the verb in writing your essay. Now, what are the different transitional words or phrases in narrative writing? Now, transitional expressions can help tie up ideas together, and they also help your narrative flow from one paragraph or idea to another paragraph. Now, here are some of the transitional devices that we can use in connecting one sentence to another sentence or one paragraph to another paragraph. Now we have after, at it begun, once, now, at last, last, first, subsequently, before, after that, later on, immediately, the last thing, next, at first, second, initially, at the end, after a while, since, during, as soon, it started, in the meantime, when, pretty soon, suddenly, in the beginning. Now let's move on to question number 2. Our literature teacher instructed us to identify at least 3 conflicts in the story that we read and create our solutions based on the conflicts in the story. Now, what type of pattern in paragraph development is present in this situation? Letter A, exemplification and classification. Letter B, compare and contrast. Letter C, problem and solution. And letter D, narration. Now, what do you think is the correct answer? Now, based from the question a while ago, your task is to create an essay about solutions and how you could provide solutions out from the given problem. So basically, the answer for that is the problem solution essay. Now, problem solution text in composition, problem solution essay is a method for analyzing and writing about a topic by identifying a problem and proposing one or more solutions. Now, it means that there is a certain problem that you really need to provide solutions out from it. Now, the following are the tips for writing problem solution text or essay. Number 1, you need to describe a problem vividly. Second, propose a solution. Number 3, argue that the solution is practical, feasible, cost-effective, and workable. And number 4, explain why it is better than other solutions. Alright, so let's move on to number three question. Now, chimpanzees and humans are alike in many ways. What pattern in paragraph development should be used to find out their similarities? A. Definition. B. Compare and contrast. C. Problem and solution. Letter D. Narration. You are right. The correct answer is compare and contrast. Now, based from the situation a while ago, we were tasked to really provide similarities out from the situation. Now, compare and contrast, this explains how similar comparing or different contrasting are two subjects being described or discussed. Now, this pattern helps in highlighting specific qualities and conditions and offers a clearer understanding of two subjects. Now, the most common graphic organizer used when comparing and contrasting is the Venn diagram. Now, some of the transitional expressions used in comparison are in the same way, as well as each of, similarly, to, and both, also, neither, just as so, like, the same, and etc. Now, and to show contrast, we use although, but conversely, in contrast, whereas, however, on the other hand, while, yet, and etc. Alright, so this time let's move on to question number 4. Numerous individuals were found to be positive for COVID-19. Medical specialists are interested in learning how and why this virus developed. What pattern of paragraph development should be applied in this instance? A. Compare and contrast. B. Cause and effect. C. Definition. And letter D. Description. You are right. The correct answer for question number 4 is the cause and effect. Now, basically, you can infer that it's a cause and effect. It's because it is used when you are explaining why something happened or is happening. Also, you are showing how one affects another thing. That's according to Gabello et al. Of 2016. Now, here are some transitional devices or connectors that can connect one sentence to another sentence, one paragraph to another paragraph using the cause and effects. Now, to show cause or causes, we have the first cause, second, third, then the first reason, second, third, first reason, second reason, third reason, first cause, second cause, and third cause. We also have is caused by, another factor, because, results. Now, to show effects, we have one significant effect, a third outcome, a first outcome, the second outcome, consequently, one important effect. As a result, we also have then, next, therefore, thus, and so. Alright, so this time we will move on to analyzing the text in answer numbers 5 to 8. I love Willinor, the way he looked at me at the party when I gave him the silly little dog for his birthday. His every expression and every movement were as familiar to me as mine. He finally turned around and looked at me. His eyes sparkled, and his lips curled into a smile full of warmth and welcome. That one smile filled me with bursting joy. My heart was drumming in my throat. My lungs were hollow and my body was tingling. I walked toward him and thought this was love. Indeed, it had to be love that made me so ecstatic, giddy and dizzy at the same time. Only love could make all rational thoughts drain out of my brain, leaving only him and the need to be by his side. This exhilarating, almost magical feeling that he was the one. Alright, so this time let's move on to question number 5. What type of patterns in paragraph development in writing across disciplines are in sentences 4, 5, and 6? A. Compare and contrast. B. Cause and effect. C. Definition. And D. Description. That is correct. So the answer is description or descriptive text. Similar with narration for having many specific details, description emphasizes the senses by painting picture of how something looks, sounds, smells, or tastes or feels. Description is often used to establish a mood or atmosphere. Let's move on to the transitional words that we use in connecting using descriptive text or descriptive writing. Now, transitional words or phrases in descriptive writing are transitional expressions that can help tie ideas together, and they also reveals organizational pattern to help you construct an effective descriptive paragraph. Now here are some transitional devices that we can use in our descriptive paragraph. Here, above, beside, below, beyond, further, there, inside, outside, nearby, next on the far side, adjacent opposite to the east, to the north, to the south, to the west, behind, in the background, in the middle ground, to the right, to the left, in the forehead, on top, on middle, in the bottom, after. Now let's move on to question number 6. Roxanne's whitening products are trendy and in demand in the market today. They have different variants including lotions, soaps, glutathione capsules, etc. One of the most outstanding sellers of this product is Aratelis, who is very explicit about selling the products. He always makes sure to divide the products into groups, classes, or categories if it's either lotion, soap, or glutathione capsules. Now, what type of pattern of paragraph development is present in this situation? A. Exemplification. B. Persuasive discourse. C. Persuasive text. And D. Classification. That is right. The correct answer is classification. Now, classification, this paragraph clearly defines something and places it in a group according to some basis or rule so that it will only fits in one group. Now, it needs to be detailed, can classified more than one category, and topics has parts. Alright, so let's move on to question number 7. Roxanne is a seller of an SSS glutathione lotion. Roxanne uses her communication skills to write an email to her clients when it comes to selling the products. She even sways Aquila and Willinor to use the SS's glutathione lotion. It's because, according to Roxanne, it can whiten skin in just an application and is 100% proven by dermatologists. What type of pattern of paragraph development is present in this situation? A. Exemplification. B. Compare and contrast. C. Persuasive text in the classification. You are right. The correct answer for this is persuasion or persuasive text. Now, persuasion or persuasive text, this paragraph means to convince the reader that your opinion on an issue or subject is the right one. There are many forms of persuasion. An example of it is an advertisement. Alright, so let's move on to item number 8. Presents the general statement and then provides specific and concrete examples to expound on the main idea. A. Exemplification. B. Classification and exemplification. C. Classification. And D. Definition. The correct answer for item number 8 is exemplification. Now, exemplification, it develops a general statement, the topic sentence with one or more concrete examples. Not only do these examples illustrate and explain the topic sentence, but they also make your writing more interesting and more convincing. Alright, so let's proceed to item number 9. Since the electricity went out for most of the day, the ice cream in the freezer melted. What type of pattern of paragraph development is present in this situation? Letter A, problem solution. Letter B, comparing or comparison and contrast. Letter C, classification. And letter D, cause and effect. Alright, so the correct answer based from the situation a while ago is the cause and effect. Now, the cause is a reason or events leading, and the effect is the results of a cause or causes. Now, based from the situation wherein electricity went out, that's the cause, and the effect of it, the ice cream melted.